Alright, today on Free Field Training, we're going to be looking at the Safe Life Defense armor carriers. Now in the past we've done body armor reviews for Safe Life Defense, both of their soft and hard armor. You can see the reviews up in the link right in the corner there. And we've been very impressed with how the armor performs, especially their Level 3A Plus enhanced armor that stops FN57 rounds. It's a soft armor that stops FN57 rounds. It's astounding stuff. Now, today we are looking at just the carriers. Safe Life Defense, when they sent us the armor, sent us just the standard concealable dark blue carrier that's meant to be worn with most darker color uniforms. But they also have a whole bunch of other armor carriers that are available as options that you can buy when you buy the armor, or if you already have the armor, you can buy as an accessory to put your armor inside of. Now, on top of just the dark blue concealable carrier that we used before, they also have a tan carrier, and they are coming out shortly with a white carrier, although I think the tan carrier would probably work for most people who are wearing white uniforms anyway, because most of the white carriers end up looking pretty tan after a couple of months of sweating on them and getting them dirty. They have the external, the overt carriers, like I'm wearing here. I'm really excited about these because external carriers are about the best way to assure that people are actually going to wear their body armor. Not only can you see that they're wearing their body armor if you're a supervisor or a company or from a police department, but also it makes it a lot more comfortable to wear the armor, and it makes it easier to take the armor off if you're getting hot and you're in a place that you don't need to wear body armor. Also, it makes sure that people are going to keep equipment on them if you allow them to have pouches like the pouches that are built into these vests. The front of the overt carriers, whether it's the standard overt carrier here that has a spot for a badge and a name tag or any other type of identifier over on the right chest, or if it's the more enhanced version that has the large patches both front and back, the Velcro fields to put patches on, they all come with 3 pouches across the chest that are designed to carry the things that people are most likely to need, that we want them to carry when they're out on the street. The first pouch over on the right has a Velcro field on it to put any type of identifier patch or a custom patch that you might want to carry, and inside is a pouch large enough to carry a pressure dressing and a tourniquet and other miscellaneous medical supplies that you might want to carry in there, or anything of approximately that same size. But I imagine most people are going to put medical supplies and a notebook in this pouch, because those are the things that a lot of people want to make sure that they're carrying when they're out on the road. The middle pouch is large enough to carry most standard CR123 flashlights, most medium-sized flashlights. And the pouch all the way to the left is a universal radio pouch. Here it is with my HT1000 inside. It's a fairly large radio that fits easily inside here. And in fact, there's room for a significantly larger radio in here and a significantly smaller radio, but the Velcro field that is on the front of this allows it to easily take any size of radio all the way down to pretty small FRS varieties. Speaking of the radio, there's also an area where you can run the radio cord underneath the vest, and then there are tabs on each shoulder strap large enough to clip the radio microphone up on your shoulder. So the external carrier allows you to have a quick don and doff system that keeps everything that you might need to keep yourself safe outside of your firearm and magazines and maybe some handcuffs, but everything that's emergency safety equipment stays right on you. The things that people are most likely to leave in their car or in a trunk or forget on the seat all stays on your vest. So if you're wearing your vest, you're going to have all the stuff. It also manages to keep some of the weight off of your belt, which helps with lower back pain. And gets it up on your chest, carrying it more like a backpack that's looped over the front of your body. The external carriers also can come with reflective striping, like you see here on this carrier that I have currently marked as security, but you could put any of the monikers on it, which gives you a higher visibility. I think this is going to be really useful for both security and for EMS, where higher visibility is often a priority for the company. The patches that can go both on the Velcro on the front, on the pouch, and on the back of the carrier. Safe Life Defense not only makes standard monikers in police, security, EMS, fire and for sheriffs, but they also make custom patches. Here you see one that Safe Life Defense made of their logo, and one that they made of my logo, an identifier patch. Both came out really nicely, and I think any security company or police department that's thinking about going to these external carriers for an extra $20 to have a custom patch that has your agency or company name on it really adds a touch of professionalism to anybody's uniform. It makes it significantly harder for someone to impersonate either one of your officers, one of your employees. The external carriers come in black, red, and dark blue to match either your standard uniform colors of black or blue, or for fire department or EMS, blue or red as a higher visibility alternative. And for EMS or fire departments, I think red is going to be the predominant color used because it differentiates them from law enforcement, something that has in the past made EMS and fire departments a target. Red might also be useful for firearms instructors. You often see the firearms instructors plate carriers, and I think for most firearms instructors, a full coverage soft panel is going to be a whole lot more useful because we're more likely to get hit by a student that has a handgun that's moving it around because they don't have muzzle discipline than we are for a student with a rifle. And if rifles are a concern, all of these carriers can carry both front and back 10 by 12 hard armor plates like the ones that Safe Life Defense sells. So it's really an all-in-one package, a one-stop shop where you can not only pick the armor that most suits your needs for the threats that you might be encountering out on the road, but also the color and variety and identifying markings on the vest, and you can buy it all at one company, already set up. There's no having to buy extra pouches. And if you're buying this for a company or agency, you know that everyone is going to look the same across the entire line of your employees. And then there's no more excuses as to why someone didn't have their radio with them, or didn't have a flashlight with them, or didn't have their medical equipment, or didn't have a notebook. Everybody has the same carrier with the same pouches, and you can issue it all at once and know that everybody is going to be uniform, with the added benefit of knowing for certain how protective the armor that you're issuing them is going to be. You can order all of these as either standard when you're ordering the armor, or you can order them as separate pieces, as accessories for the body armor that you already have. I hope you guys like this up-close look at exactly what you're getting when you're ordering these different pieces. Until next week, you guys stay safe and take care of each other. I'd like to thank all the Patreon supporters, and especially the shift supervisor level Patreon supporters that we have listed here. Your contributions are what allows free field training to continue on and become better. Thank you.